Hello, I'm Foibles and welcome to another episode of Pillars of Eternity, and we are going to continue right from where we left last time, and we are going to go this weird house to meet this person, Lady Webb, and lots of weird things have been happening to us. So I think she is upstairs, I would imagine. Karen. Yes, I think I'm certain of it. The Olan man is surrounded. You carry whispers, Caednula, Gilded Veil, old voices indeed. How did you know? As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the fifth of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. What brings you to Dinwood Row? I was invited here by Lady Webb. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are fascinating a lot. I have always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common in my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what it is she is. Her room is upstairs, the one with guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. It looks as though you could use some help. So many secrets and trails in this city, you have to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen or someone missing. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher, to be ruled by whims of curiosity. Tell me about the cases. One case or three, depending on how you look at it. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it coincidence, I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too. So long as our interests are aligned. I'll look into it. Where should I start? Just like one of those Valian Vodunites. Read a few of those on the road. Helps pass the time. Copperlane, Ondra's Gift, and Brackenbury, of course, to talk to ones who reported the disappearance, the only ones who know enough to care. Laura, Oli, and Elkga. Who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman, Lentry, Gendel, and Cobra. Best to ask Oli. She seems they drank together at the salty mast in Ondra's Gift. Also, seems that no one else knew him well enough to miss him. Tell me about Gendel. Reported missing by Elkga, a dwarf who carried traces of fine wine and young dandies. Plenty of time and money to spend on her pleasures. Try Brackenbury. Tell me about Cora. Sister of Laura, one of the merchants in the Copperlane Bazaar. Not the kind of person who would just disappear, it seems. Did you find any leads? Not yet, not obvious connections between the victims, which is what makes me wonder, so... Could be animancy related. Researchers always need subjects. The less scrupulous types in particular. Seems too risky for the sanitarium, but one never knows. I wouldn't put it past them. Talk first to the people who reported our victims missing. Mayhap you will catch something I missed. I'll let you know what I find. Farewell. Farewell. Fare thee well. Well, let's go talk to this Lady Webb and see what's up. I wonder why she is called Lady Webb. I suppose we shall find out soon enough. Why she is called such. Not here. Alright then. Not here either, I suppose. Lady Webb will see you now. Alright then, let's go see this Lady Webb. That's the lady. Well, I don't know. What does she look? She looks dark. Interesting. Well, let's talk with this. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin so near loosens with extreme age, a gossamer veil over pale blue veins, ink splotches and candle burns, and the scars of innumerable slices from the edges of scrolls dot and stripe her hands like a guilt patterned after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead.
Huh.
So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Indeed. This is exactly what I would picture Alad's mother to be like.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
Huh. There's someone I need to find.
Not just any someone, though. Someone in the service of the Leaden Key. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend. Which I suppose means we have much in common with them.
Huh.
I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
Huh. I need him to... I run across a man in one of the ruins. It's important that I find him again. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts little more than a sliver. And her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafting around her legs like leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
Oh. How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
Oh, what can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man, awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woedica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
Ooh, interesting.
That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
Ooh.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
Huh, how do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
Who? What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
Who? What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Interesting. There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me. It is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious. He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
This progress is encouraging. I only hope that we are not too late. I have other questions. How old are you? You wicked man, where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Berith carry me off before I'm through.
Ooh.
There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Interesting. Tell me about Dinrid Row.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes. But the truth is, I don't think many of them could bear it.
Oh, interesting. How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place, in a different time, under a different Duke. I impressed the Duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
Oh, are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there.
Who?
Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
Oh, you said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
Oh, is there a Lord with?
There was. He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted. Yes?
I guess that was everything.
Try your best not to die out there.
That's interesting. After having run across Theos in Brackenbury's sanitarium, I let Divert know that he seemed to be trying to destroy the reputation of Animancers.
Hey.
That's rather interesting. There's some agents here. An agent there, and an agent here. Wonder if there's anyone here. Ooh, there's a... Well, thank you. Thank you for the contribution. I appreciate it. There's an agent there. Alright then. Well, let's move downwards. Back to downhill. And I think there was one more thing that we were supposed to do with Boudicca's stuff. We had one more mission to do. And there's some agent here. I guess there is no one else to really talk. Except the Lady Webb and Curran. Interesting. Well, there is some stuff to maybe steal from here. Well, there would have been if he hadn't walked in. Douchebag. Oh well. Let's move out. Let's roll out. Move it, move it, move it. We'll go outside and take a look at our journal. Well then, let's take a look at our journal. Quests. Hermit of Hartred House. Through a Death's Gate. Travel to Deerfoot Village. The Acolyte's vision showed me mysterious ruins somewhere outside of Deerfoot. The Leaden Key has sent operatives to find the site, though their purpose is unknown to me. The Acolyte showed me a vision of ancient tower in derelict district of Defiance Bay. There was a strange man in the tower working on some kind of a machine. I also saw a woman with a scar over her head. I don't know where she is, but I suspect that she holds the key to whatever happened there. The Leaden Key was interested in this tower for a reason. I need to understand what it does if I'm to figure out their plans. The tower I saw looms above the wall surrounding Heritage Hill. I hope to find the next piece of puzzle there, so let's do that. Let's go to Heritage Hill. There is a way out. Right? Right. I haven't seen this damned Kendall person. Wait. You should be more careful about who you invite to your bed.
Hail, traveler.
This... afraid I don't have time. I'm investigating Gendal's disappearance. That little Orlan finally got serious about the case, eh? Dinrid Row is strapped for resources at the moment, so Curran sent me. Well, I'm glad someone's on it. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Tell me about Kendall. What to tell? He was a pretty young lad. Not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? We met up from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. Really wasn't going to last. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. What was Kendall doing before he disappeared? The worst blazing rendition of the general's speech from the Widow of the Wood that I ever heard. I loved that fellow, but he was a tragic failure, yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. When and where did you last speak to Kendall? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards we fell asleep, and when I woke up he was gone. No note, no nothing. Had you noticed anything different about Kendall lately? He had started hanging out with a bunch of actors, seemed alright except for that woman with long willowy legs and slender arms, always came around wearing these low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What's her name? I don't know, I never cared to learn it. I didn't realize it might be important. That's all the questions I have for now. If you think of any more, you know where I'll be. Alright then. Yes indeed. Elaka mentioned that Kendall had started hanging around women involved with an acting troupe. Well, interesting. That's in the Copelane district. The troupe. Heritage Hill. Well, let's go to First Fires. I'm sure we can get to Heritage Hill from here. And here we are. Heritage Hill. Forward, men and girls, gals and guys. Run. Run. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Chop. Move it. Heritage Hill. Best turn about, traveler. Heritage Hill is closed. Why is that?
Well met, friend.
The guard holds up palm, sir, but this district is closed by the order of Duke himself. What's going on here? Luke, even if I were allowed to tell you, I don't really rightly know. All I can say is, whatever it is, started about 2 months ago. The guards that closed the gate talked of something unnatural that still wakes them in the middle of the night. I don't want to know any more than that. How do I get inside? Trust me, you don't want to, but if you were really set on seeing this for yourself, I suppose you'd have to get permission from Willa at the keep in First Fires. Would you open... Luke, we could get in a lot of trouble for this, but then it's not like you could do things worse in here. Never mind. Might let me in, or whatever's on the other side of that gate will be the least of your problems. Take it easy, Luke, it's your neck, don't say we didn't warn you. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, man. But... oh. Well, there is some skeletons over here that need to be killed.
Yes.
Well. A skeletal wizard, no less. Kill that skeleton. Someone has just leveled up. I heard the ding. Oh, our guy has died. Ouch.
Yes. Lava will be unseek.
Ooh.
All right then.
There we go. Our main guy has leveled up. And Sagni too. Well, let's level them up and then I have to go and take a break. So we are going for mechanics on her. And Vicious Companion, accurate wounding shot, Resilient Companion, Merciless Companion, Utility Fast Runner, +2, alright, Scion of Flame, Heart of the Storm, Spirit of Decay, Secrets of Rime, Quick Switch, Wounding, Field Triage, Defensive. I would really like some mechanics on you though. No, these are not really this stuff. Self, Vicious Companion, trains the ranger's animal companion in vicious tactics, causing it to deal more damage with each hit. Aha. The ranger's aim becomes deadlier, making his or her wounding shots more accurate. The ranger's animal companions gains improved damage reductions against all types. Merciless animal companions do small amount of sneak attack damage against target that qualify. Well, let's do the Vicious Companion, seems fine. Seems fine. And then we can level ourselves up. Well, let's take athletics. It's always a good one, right? Right. And let's take some stealth. And we can take another level, or rather another spell. Let's take the Minolet's Pounding Missiles. They seemed like a good one. And we could take another level 2 spell. A Blast. And it's doing modest amount of damage to all enemies with a small area. Well, I think I kind of like this one. Let's take the Blast. Sure. Wait. Can I... What was it? When using one or... alright, yes, so that's passive. Good. Let's do that. And we are going to take a break here. So thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, then please do click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It would really help out a lot and I would appreciate it a ton. Yeah, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a nice, I said that already. So yeah, bye bye.